Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Isabel if you are new here. I am a 34-year-old female that was diagnosed shortly after birth with Ebstein's anomaly, okay? Today in this video, I'm gonna try to get you guys as much information as I can that I think can be vital information for you as a parent with a child or with Ebstein's anomaly in general. By all means, I am not a doctor. I am not a physician or anything at all. I'm just sharing my experience and sharing my life and how things have been for me in general with my Ebstein's anomaly heart condition. Okay, so shortly after birth, my mom said to me, because obviously I was a baby and I need her to reassure me and tell me what things were going on when I was little. And according to what my mom says, I would just randomly wake up throughout the night and empty out my stomach from all the formula. Again, I was only weeks old, and eventually I went to every specialist you can think of. They switched milks for me, and it's a lot of stuff just didn't happen, didn't result in anything or in any diagnosis. So then I was recommended to go to different specialists from the stomach, neurology and all that kind of stuff. Finally, they referred me to a cardiologist, which is Dr. Young. And yes, I still see him today. He has been my all-time favorite cardiologist. Amazing doctor here in Los Angeles, California. So once the doctor diagnosed me with Ebstein's anomaly, they let my mom know, exactly what the condition was, basically what it is, what happens, my lifespan, if or so I would be needing any kind of surgery. Unfortunately, the surgery kept being put off. Okay, the doctor just wanted to keep me stable and not do surgery until it was really, really necessary. So, with that said, my childhood was honestly quite normal, I want to say. I was able to do activities mild with no excessive exerting myself, like really exhausting myself when it came to like running. But I found myself as a kid that I couldn't do much. I couldn't run a lot because then my lips would turn blue. Then I would get like really short of breath. My heart would start pumping out of my chest. And yeah, I was very limited, but not limited to say I did not have a normal childhood. My limitations, for example, were no chocolate because it contains caffeine, and caffeine can alterate my heart palpitations, and no coffee as well because of the high amount of caffeine. So till this day, I cannot have coffee. I have chocolate once in a while, but coffee just takes me on another level of anxiety, even decaf coffee. So I stay away from it. I already suffer of anxiety, so that's a big no-no for me. I was not allowed to do roller coasters because it was a little bit too much emotion, impression, feelings for my heart, for my health. And what else? So yeah, no chocolate, no Coke, same thing with the Coke, no caffeine in general, no roller coasters. When it came to physical education in middle school, I was not allowed to do PE. So basically from birth till about 14 years old, I was just maintained or kept stable with my medications, with whatever I needed to drink. To be honest, it's been decades since I stopped drinking medicine, so I don't know exactly what medication I was drinking, but I know it was something like digoxin, Lavoxin, something like that, and another one with an L, Lasix, I don't know, what have you. It may be different for me, it may be different for you. So a lot of my symptoms were very basic: palpitations, arrhythmias, cyanosis, which is bluing of the lips, the hands. But for the most part, for me, it was getting out of breath, getting blue lips if I overexerted myself. So too much running would really trigger my symptoms. And so I was just basically kept stable and did my appointments every single year, or at least as how my condition was, it was just basically every year. Please excuse me, I do have my congestion going on. If you guys hear me sniff a lot, I know. I apologize. I'm just trying to do as best as I can to get this information out. I lived in Los Angeles. I was born in Monterey Park. I stayed there for about the first 9 years of my life. Eventually, we moved from Los Angeles County to San Bernardino County, which is where we lived for quite some years. And because of insurance purposes and distance, I no longer was able to see Dr. Young, which is the primary doctor, primary cardiologist that had been seeing me since I was born. Okay, so I'm now 34, I'm sorry, and he's still around. If and whenever I can, I still go get my exams by him and only him. And he is retiring 2022, so I am freaking out, okay? And that will be another video that I explain and talk to you guys about, because I'm sure you guys probably want to know about that as well. So long story short, my parents and I moved from Los Angeles to San Bernardino, which is about a 55-mile difference. So yes, insurance changed, doctors and providers changed, and I had to start seeing a new cardiologist, which I as a child was not up for, to be honest, but insurance is insurance and we had to do whatever we had to do. And so I started seeing a doctor in San Bernardino. His name is Mohammed Kanakaria, which by all means I did not like him at all. Even as a child, I felt like he would just no, he was not a doctor for me, and I didn't feel him concerned. Mind you, with my cardiologist, Dr. Young at UCLA, at Queen of Angels in Los Angeles, he examined me. You know, he did his exam, his echo, and he looked at my paperwork and he looked at my heart himself. And so with this new doctor, he would have someone do the ultrasound that took forever. He took the ultrasound, then he took notes from that person who did the ultrasound, and then he would come in, listen to my heart, and then just be like, okay, well, it seems like your heart is getting a little bit worse, but it's nothing bad, it's nothing like this, it's nothing like that. He was just in very much denial of my conditioning worsening like that. So I do remember, again, I was about 12, 13, 14, heading on to 15 years old, and I had multiple ER visits of having pain in my chest, of being short of breath. He suggested an inhaler and things like that. So there came a point where I would tell my mom, like, Mom, I think this bone on this side is grown. Like, I felt it like bulgy, to be honest. I could have been crazy, I don't know. So my mom, after many ER visit landings and things like that, she said, you know what, I'm gonna take you back to your doctor. I'm gonna pay whatever it costs to take him to see you, and we'll go from there. Effectively, I visited Dr. Young September of 2002, and again, after not seeing him for about 5 years, and yeah, he just said, you know what, you need your surgery now. You need your surgery now, like now, soon, very soon. And so he did tell me, you know, there's preparation to that. There's things that gotta be done, papers that gotta be filled out. And no, we have to prepare you for your surgery. And so there I was just like, oh my God, what's going on? You know, I was frightened. Again, I was very young. And he said that, yeah, my heart was excessively grown. My right atrium was double in size. It went from like a 5 point something measurement ratio to like a 2 point something fairly quick after surgery. Okay, so my doctor did tell me that, yeah, in fact, I did needed my heart surgery. That yes, it was for sure when my doctor, Dr. Kanakaria Mohammed, told me that no, that my condition was worsening, but it was not bad. I don't even know. Like, sometimes I just think about it and I'm like, what was he thinking? Like, we're talking about the person's heart, the motor of my body. Like, I wouldn't play with that. After very numerous emergency visits and phone calls, the one call that I remember, and I said, I'm not even a doctor and I probably know better than you. He said I had arthritis. And I'm like, arthritis? What do you mean I have arthritis? My heart does not have any bones. Like, my heart is muscle. Like, no. And he was very negligent. I was told I could have sued him if we wanted to, because he really put my life on the line, because my heart was already at a point of explosion. Like, my heart was so enlarged that if I waited any longer, or if I wouldn't have seen Dr. Young as soon as I did, and I would have waited any longer or not visited him at all to see, you know, what my condition was like or advanced, that the next thing and the worst step and the worst case scenario was going to be heart failure, because my heart was already pumping too much, because it was already enlarged. So by all means, he said no, that I did not need surgery, that the surgery was not an easy task, that it's not an easy surgery and not any doctor will do it. And I was like, well, I mean, do you want me to live? Because it sure doesn't seem like you do. I mean, we're talking about a person's heart, you know, my life depends on the well-being of my heart. You can't do this to me. And he was just like, not the best doctor, to be honest. So after I had my surgery, he did call my mom, his staff, and told my mom that why did I have my surgery, that I did not need my surgery. And I was just like, wow. Wow, my heart was grown twice the size. How did I not need my surgery? Like, please do not wait. I've been seeing a lot of parents say things, and obviously everybody thinks different, and I'm okay with that. And I know that a lot of people are like, oh my god, no, I don't want to have surgery, let's just wait till I really need it. Do not wait until you really need it. Shit. And I'm sorry to say it that way, excuse my language, but things can get out of hand like that, just so quick. Don't wait until the end. Don't wait till things are a little bit worse. There's no better advice for me to give you as far as your heart condition. Don't put it to the side. Don't postpone it. Don't, you know, if your doctor is saying you need your surgery, you're eventually gonna need it. You know, we should be doing it within the next whatever month, weeks, you know, whatever days. Please get it done. Please do not wait until things get a little worse, because once things go left, things can become a lot more complicated. Okay, if you're in good hands, if you're doing fine, you have a little bit of symptoms or whatever you're going through, and the doctor suggests, okay, we need your surgery in 2, 3, 4, 5 months, please get it done. Please, 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 like, I beg you, please get it done. Don't wait. Don't ask for, you know, let's just wait for another year, let's see what happens. You might not get to see what happens. Please listen to your doctor. Your doctor is not going to suggest a serious open heart surgery if it's not needed. Yes, if you can wait, the doctor will wait and tell you. We can definitely wait. But if the doctor says you need your surgery in 3, 5, or 6 months, you need it. Please get it done. Things can get worse, and your experience can be a whole lot worse and a whole lot more complicated. Things can complicate because of that. Okay, I hope I'm making sense to you guys. And I say it out of experience. I say it because unfortunately I was in that you need an emergency surgery situation. Thank God I didn't get to that point of things going left, of things declining rapidly and complications. But yes, if the doctor says you need your surgery, please do it. If it's for your child, please do it. We're in 2021. I cannot tell you how much science has advanced, how much improvement there is in equipment, in the care, in the professionalism of the doctors, of the surgeries, of the incisions, of the aftercare, of the procedures themselves. Mind you, my surgery it started at 9 in the morning and it ended up at 9 or 10 p.m. So yeah, it was like a 12-13 hour surgery, and I'm gonna do a separate video for that, okay? Just to give you guys as much information. As far as my general health, my life. Again, as an adult, I grew into adulthood. The only thing they had to do is just prevent from getting ill. For example, if I had a runny nose, if I had a cough, go to the doctor, get medicated, prevent things from infecting, from complicating. Same thing for my dental work. If I have to get any dental work, I have to get antibiotic, about 4 pills 1 hour prior to the procedure, just to have the antibiotics already sitting in your body and saying, hey, infection, if you're gonna come through, guess what, we're here and we're going to invade this and you're not gonna get an infection. It's just basically how would you say, like pre-care. You know, it's just a general pre-care. Like I said, I pretty much did anything like a normal child. Of course, not too much running, but I've been fine. Occasionally I get blue around the lips, nothing new, blue lips, period. But yeah, everything is just preventing you from getting a complication of whatever health problem you have. So for example, if you get your ears pierced, please make sure that you're constantly cleaning, that if you get medication, that you're drinking your medication to prevent infection, to not leave your health issues neglected. Basically, that's what it is. And what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just make sure I eat well, that I eat healthy, that I keep a balanced weight. Although right now I am not weighing what I used to weigh before, but then again, I am 34 years old, okay? So I have gained some weight, but anyways, the goal is to maintain people that are heart affected by any defects, is just to take care of your health, to eat well, because you do not want to give your heart or your arteries grease to clog up your arteries and then become a different problem. So yes, if you are a person of yourself, an adult with Ebstein's anomaly, if you have a child with Ebstein's anomaly, sorry, it's very tongue twisting, just take care of your health. Don't put things to the side. Don't neglect your child if he's not getting better, if he's having constant fevers, if he's having mucus, ears, nose, throat, coughing, whatever it is. Please just take them to the doctor and get the medication you need, get the treatment you need. And it's better knowing that you're being safe than sorry, because that's what you don't want. You don't want to let things go left. You don't want to let things form complications, because complications can be very, very bad. They can be very scary and very unfortunate, you know, like things that you can honestly sometimes prevent, you know. As a parent, you want to do as best as you can for your kids, but some things go left even without not neglecting your kids' health. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So again, if there's any questions throughout this video that you guys want to ask, please leave them down below in the comment section, and as it goes by, I will make a video, I will write those questions down, and I will make those videos as time passes. So even though this video is 2-3 months old and I continue to get questions, I will still be uploading and upgrading I will still be updating you guys with the most recent questions and answers for you guys, because I know there is not enough information about Ebstein's anomaly, about any kind of heart disease, as far as parents, the lifespan, the you know, life expectancy on a person. If you guys, as you guys can see, I'm quite normal. You know, I occasionally get sick, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have hypothyroid, I have a handful of things, okay? And for the most part, I'm stable, I'm okay. I try to eat well, I try to exercise. With this pandemic going on, I have been going a little bit crazy, but we're trying to hang in. We haven't done much exercise, but please be safe, take care of your children. Preventative care, it's better to go the extra mile than to stay halfway in the desert and be like, hey, what do I do now? You know, so please, if your doctor suggests surgery, please get it done. Do not wait. There's no reason to wait. Ask for information. Please ask the doctors any questions you may have. The doctors know that they just tell you the basic things and they don't like they don't give you like a manual of this health condition, and you're just like, so well, what is this? You know, what's the expectancy of my my child's life? I just said that opposite. So yes, they did tell me that I could not have children before surgery. My health condition, my Ebstein's anomaly, does allow me to get pregnant successfully and have children naturally if that's what I desire. However, I had an emergency C-section because my blood pressure spiked, and I had my daughter on an emergency setting. But other than that, my pregnancy, I did not have any heart-related scares. I did not have any emergency visits. I was pretty, you know, I felt ill, you know, I felt sick, I wasn't feeling well, but for the most part, stable, smooth, even though I was feeling miserable with like the nausea, the whole heightened sense thing. But other than that, normal pregnancy symptoms, but nothing to do with my heart. And the doctor did tell me, you can have as many kids as you want, and you can have them natural, you can have them normal. Unfortunately, my blood pressure spiked up, and that is what caused them to take me into C-section, because what they did not want was my blood pressure to continue going up, because that means the blood pressure is pumping, your heart is pumping a lot of blood, and that's exerting your heart. So basically, everything went fine. I delivered fine, you know, through C-section, but no complications, no infections, no nothing. Everything went as a pregnancy would. Thank God. You know, my blood pressure thing, it happened. I had the baby, and that was it. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.